YouTube! Yes, it's LADON, and this is my YouTube channel. Today we have Jalen Hurts on facing the Minnesota Vikings. Hey, Jay Hurts. Hey, we deep into this now. We reacting to press conferences and all. You're not safe. Hey, the whole Eagles, y'all not safe. We got to see what Jalen Hurts say. Further ado, let's get into it.
Jalen, what do you see from this Vikings defense on tape? Obviously, Isaiah having a pretty good year in their secondary, but just what are some of the challenges that they pose?
We miss Isaiah,
They've
bro.
always been a really good team. They fly to the ball, very well coached, great players, great front seven.
Yes.
And then in the back end, they fly around to the ball, and they play what they play very well. And so, got a lot of respect for this group.
Okay.
What's been behind, the lack of QB design runs in the offense this year?
This is how the games have gone.
And is that something that you're influencing in terms of how much you want to do it or not do it?
Mm-hmm. No.
Okay.
KP mentioned Monday meeting. He called it very good from his perspective. What do you think you took from that meeting and the group as a whole?
Yo, can they speak up?
When I think about that meeting, I just think about the direction I guess that we're gonna go in.
Right.
And coming out and obviously establishing ourselves and really kind of just searching for that identity of what we want to be as an offense. I think.
Thank you, bro. We gotta find an identity, bro, because 2022, we was all passing, but we could still rush. 2023, we can rush, but we slowed down on our passing. 2024, our defense was immaculate and our rushing was incredible. 2025, we don't know. We need to figure this out because, bro, I'm not going to just sit here and watch y'all be like on some trash junk when we just won the Super Bowl. Like we can't win a chip again.
There, we put a lot of different things on tape and we haven't been consistent enough. And so, kind of
frustrating.
Going as he goes in terms of what we do, and our job as players is to go execute. So thinking big focus is that we try and control what we can on the field. I've come up here and talked about operation and leading the troops and doing the things I need to do on the field to make sure we're in a good place and taking advantage of the things that take more talent. Put ourselves in some positions. If you think back from a macro perspective in the Denver game, some of the things that happened towards the end of the game that we can control, those are things that we can control, but we didn't. And I think you can look at every single game and look at it from that standpoint. And so I think, I don't know if it's like maybe not his words, my words would be, some alignment and some structure to kind of galvanize that and get it in the way and get it in the direction that we want it to be.
So was that direction pretty clearly defined from the coaching staff?
It's been different. It's been different every week, but I think we're all.
That's not good, bro. That's not good. Fire the OC, bro. Please, fire the OC.
When I think about how 2021 was, that was different than 2022, and then 23 was different than the year before, and 24 obviously had its own uniqueness to it. And so, the goal is to go out there and win. And the beauty about it is we find ways to win in different ways. And so every year has been different. And I think right now we're searching for how can we put ourselves in a position to win football games and do it in a way where we can establish ourselves and have an identity in that.
Are you guys taking this long?
You preaching, brother.
To get that identity, and does there become a point where you're concerned that you don't have an identity yet?
Yeah, I think how it's been over the last 4 years, given the changes that we've had. I mean, it's just a process in that, and you navigate that throughout the beginning of the season a little bit. And I think there is urgency. Obviously, I have urgency. There's a eagerness to get pointed in a direction and just go out there and execute and play clean. Truly takes a unit. And with that unit, who leads that unit, it starts with me, and it starts with the direction we get from.
Well, the plays gonna have to change one way or another because the plays is trash.
AP,
we're not gonna sit here and say like the plays is immaculate. The plays are trash.
We all have to help each other.
What's your sense of the state of the locker room coming off of the 2 losses? What stands out to you?
I see a group out there at practice that's flying around. Everybody's hungry. Everybody's in it.
Obviously, ebbs and flows in every sport, every season. You guys are human too. It's not robots. You can't, always stay high, stay low. But how are you able to process your frustrations into a positive way when things aren't always going great?
Okay.
You smile and accept the challenge. Smile and accept the challenge, and that's how I've always looked at it.
They mentioned 2023 and 2024 as like, the learning from the adversity of those seasons. Do you look back at 23 and then early in 24 as like those teaching points that Nick kind of talked about?
Every team is different. I do think that there are, I guess templates in some of those things and how you respond, but how you do it, how you bring it to life. I guess the action items maybe are different from year to year because every group is different. And so it's about finding how can we write the things that we want to write and honestly establish ourselves, how we want to establish ourselves.
Yes.
It's
just give AJ Brown the ball and Smitty. And then let Saquon run when the passes stop. Like, bro. And then Jalen can run too. Like, y'all got so much abilities, bro. Y'all got so much superstar abilities and X factors on that team.
We do have a standard, and
bro, let Smitty have a career high, bro. You might as well.
Gain that consistency that we want. And so, there's pride in that.
How much of the offensive struggles are leaning too much on what you've been successful of versus trying new things?
What do you mean?
Well, do you guys want to just kind of like major in what you've been great at, or do you feel like there needs to be a little more added to the offense in terms of digging deeper into the playbook and bringing new ideas?
I think we've been great at a lot of different things over time. Every year has looked different, Like I said, 2021 had its different peaks. 22 had its different peaks.
22, they was. Hey, 22, that was a bomb season, boy.
And so I look at it as that way.
That was Jalen Hurts
throwing
lasers.
Uses the term predictable from your perspective. I know Nick says, you got to be on phase. So 3rd and 13 or something, everybody's predictable. Is that how you look at it, or is it you want more of those new things or creativity, whatever, or in the offense?
I think everybody's going to be very critical of what they believe and obviously what they have their hands in. And so I think that's fair in the sense of him feeling that way, but it's about controlling what we can, And I think to Coach's point, when you put yourself behind the sticks, it doesn't do you too well, and that's things that we can control.
Yes.
And things that take no
Nick
time.
Sirianni, you got to start getting the ball.
You're going to have physical mistakes. You're going to have some missed opportunities. You're going to have those things happen. You live with those things, but the things that take no talent, that's what you have to correct before, you kind of learn how to not lose,
So after the conversations this week, what's the consensus of what this Eagles' identity will be on offense moving forward?
We'll see. Just got to play together as a group. For sure, that's
we'll see. I don't know. It sounds like MVP Hurts to me. It sounds like hey, Hurts, if you turn up and get MVP, if Hurts get an MVP, I'm getting every Jalen Hurts jersey alive. I guarantee. I'm getting Oklahoma. I'm getting Alabama. I'm getting rookie season. I'm getting the season after that. The season after that. Every colorway. I'm getting every trophy. I'm getting every figure. I guarantee you that Jalen Hurts win that MVP and win another bowl. You getting everything, bro.
We just want to go out there and establish ourselves. It's look different every week. It's evolved and continue to evolve, but it's always the goal has been to always find ways to win. And I think even in in all our games, we've had opportunities to do special things. We just hadn't really executed to the standard that we want to, and so some of that is taking control of the things that you can, and then some of that is taking the next step in areas.
Right.
Would it be a misconception? I think people from the outside look in and say, well, Kevin McTool was here last year when you had success with Kellen Moore and Nick was here. But are things different, even though that was the case? Are things a lot different in terms of what you're trying to do and what you're able to do?
You use the word a lot different. I just use the word different. It's a different role for him, and it's been that way, over the years. But that isn't anything that gives us any reason not to go out there and excel. And so that's the standard that we have. That's how we want to challenge ourselves, and that's what we're committed to. We're gonna go in this direction. We're going. Attack this week.
Hey, don't spoil what we're doing either, bro.
Together. At the end of the day, it's about playing efficient football, being effective in what you do, and go out there and find a way to win the game.
As Carson's on the other sideline, so you know where I'm coming from here. How did the 2020 season shape how you would be when you're in the situation where you're the veteran quarterback in
2020? What are we talking about?
I enjoyed my time with Carson. I learned a lot from him. Was always a pure student and taking everything in throughout my experience with him. And so I think just right now, just trying to set the best example that I can, knowing some of the things that I was able to experience.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Jalen Hurts. Hey, Jalen Hurts. What I need from us is to completely dominate the Vikings. Then I'm gonna be convinced we dominate the Vikings, then we dominate the Giants, and then we on a roll. You know what I'm saying? I need that momentum back. I don't care how we win, as long as it look clean, it don't look ugly, it look easy. I like that, bro. Throw it to AJ Brown. He gonna catch that mother. Throw it to Smitty. He gonna catch that mother. I want to see Saquon getting open for runs. Oh my gosh. If Saquon can get open for the runs, offensive line, I need the blocks to be efficient. I need the open holes so Saquon can like he's still a Pro Bowl freaking running back. He's an all pro. So we gotta get this defense. Release Mother Adoree Jackson and number 7, please, bro. They're completely trash, bro. They shouldn't even be on an NFL roster the way they played. We replaced them. We pick up the dude from the Raiders. Pick up a Raiders corner. Boom. We got a corner too. Then we got some boom. Okay. And I think we should be straight. Oh yeah. D-line. Be aggressive. Don't let dudes run around y'all and stuff like that. Y'all gotta get, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, Eagles fly. We 4-2, baby. We about to be 4. We about to be 5-2, and we out. Peace.